Hey Saggy, how are you doing? I hope you're having a great day. Welcome to your August reading. We're going to see what messages need to come through for you for the next couple of days, next week or so, kind of the last chunk of August. I'm sure the next reading I'll do for you will be for September. So we're just going to see what messages need to come through for you, what you need to look out for or be aware of the last little bit of this month, see what is happening. If this reading is helpful or insightful, let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, the information's in the description box down below. Okay, Saggy, let's get into this and see what's going on for you. We have the raccoon coming on out, element of earth. We are heading into Virgo season. Actually, by the time this reading is up, we are now in Virgo season. So I'm kind of seeing that there is someone here who's, there's someone here who is a bit of a perfectionist or a lot of a perfectionist. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's break this down because there's a few things I'm seeing here. Scorpion, frog, and the beaver. A lot of water coming through in your reading. You got earth and water and just a little bit of fire. There's your fiery energy. There's some triggers being brought up over these next couple of days or this next week or last little chunk of August. I see that there are some more feelings of discomfort. It's a little uncomfy. Honestly, you're gonna need some space. You're going to need some space to kind of decompress, to kind of just reconnect and find yourself. There's a lot. Oh, wow. Really? Oh my God. We have all these cards at the bottom of the deck indicating like lock yourself away, pull back for a little bit, reconnect with yourself. There's a lot of like external influences, external energy, lots of fear, whether it be people around you, whether it be the media, whether it just be your own fears creeping the fuck up. But there's, with the rabbit to the fire ant, this is like intensifying fear and worrying and stressing, and like that is something that you need to be careful of, not to feed too much of that energy into. Okay, I see you, honestly, for the most part you're keeping it together. For the most part you're working through it, but there's like little moments that creep on up and you get in your head, or you might be really starting to worry about what others might be thinking, and that's where this whole perfectionism comes in, or I need to have a plan, or I need to get organized, or I need to get my crap together, and if I don't, I'm a failure. It's like, no. No. Golden egg and the oyster. This is really about you needing to return to the heart, to return to, nurturing yourself, healing yourself, loving yourself unconditionally, and not letting anybody else's energy affect yours. And I know that's easier said than done. It is so much easier. If only it was that easy, man, we'd all have it together. We really would, right? But so I do feel over the next little bit, especially as we approach the full moon in Pisces, which that will probably hit you not hit you hard, but as you're a Sag, Pisces to Sag, that creates a square. So that's a bit of a challenging kind of transit, a little bit of a challenging aspect with the moon. So you might feel a little bit unnerved, a little uneasy as we approach this full moon, especially because I think, isn't it a super moon? It's a blue moon. It's a blue supermoon, I'm pretty damn sure. So, you're going to be feeling the vibes a little bit. Maybe you're feeling a little bit more blue, a little bit more heavier, but you're needing to just listen inwards to what do you need? What would feel better? What would bring you comfort? What would make you feel just a little bit more optimistic or healthier, happier, grounded, or just more safer? Like, you're really needing to listen to what are you needing right now? What do you require? Whether it be some quiet, some space, some alone time, maybe connection with people. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe although honestly, I'm kind of getting a reclusive energy. With these three, I'm kind of, and even with the raccoon, this is kind of like you're kind of wanting to hide in the shadows. You don't really want to be seen or in the spotlight at the moment, or there's like this like shyness coming through. So that's whoever I'm reading for, like whoever this message is for. I'm seeing you more kind of withdrawn or kind of like MIA or kind of pulled back over the next like week and a half. Virgo season's got you a little quiet, especially because, okay, Virgo, another mutable sign, right? So it's a pretty interesting kind of energy. I see you working through it though. keeping a pretty positive attitude despite whatever challenges life may bring, or blessings. I love a good blessing. But with the frog, this is more of like an emotionally intense kind of like release, feel, cry, scream, yell, let it out, you know. Scorpion, this is definitely a vibe where you're feeling vibe with the frog. There's vulnerability here. You're feeling vulnerable when it comes to sharing or expressing your worries, or, you know, the feelings that are on your mind. Or if you're at this crossroad, stingray represents a choice or a decision or a fork in the road. If you're at some sort of fork in the road, you're kind of feeling like stuck between the devil and the deep blue sea, you know. Like, you're just with the mouse perfectionist over here, wanting to have a plan, wanting to know all the ins and the outs and the details, and wanting to have all the facts. But we're in a time right now where there's a lot of uncertainty, and even astrologically speaking, there's a lot of retrograde energy, lots of reviewing, reflecting, healing, backtracking, pause, you know, pit stop. Like, there's a lot of this push, pull, start, stop, and what the fuck is happening? Mouse, I'm scared. The big world out there, and I'm just a tiny little mouse. What am I gonna do? Like, you know, it's a lot, right? It's a lot. And so with the scorpion and the frog, you're feeling vulnerable. You're feeling like you need to protect yourself, or you need to be on guard, or you need to be on the defense, and you don't know how. So how are you going to defend yourself? By kind of just putting up a block, putting up some walls, and locking yourself away, or just like really reserving your energy and your time and your money and your love and your effort, like you're reserving it for yourself. Most importantly, I see you needing to reserve yourself. Now it's making me think of like a reservoir, like a big ass, like, you know, man-made lake, so that like all the water that comes in, it doesn't flood all the buildings and the homes and the all that shit, right? There's like this need for you to kind of, yeah, even with the beavers, right, like creating a dam to control the water, to maintain how much flow, how much you're giving to a situation. It's like it's like you're building a dam or something like that. Okay, so you're figuring out, you're maneuvering through the feels and all of that, and it's a lot. And so when it comes to you and who you are and how you show up in the world with the raccoon, there's a little bit of like self-doubt. I did just hear self-deceiving, or like some of you are deceiving yourselves, or you're being extremely hard on yourselves, or you're being your own worst critic, like sleeping on your own potential, making excuses / not fully seeing your worth or your value, or just a lot of like negative self-talk. This card can sometimes represent someone who just like needs a lot of validation externally from other people and from like compliments, and you know, it's good to have that, and it's a good thing to have that support in our lives, and I hope you have that. You may not, and that sucks, but you're here. We love you. We send out all the best vibes to you, this community, right? We got you. You're not alone. But with the raccoon, this is about having that healthy independence and like having that healthy relationship, or that's something that you're working on, right? That's something that I see you putting energy working on, or it's a process, right? This is about you healing your heart and healing your worth, and like, you know, self-validating your own feelings, yourself, your gifts and abilities. It's like that's something that you are, or someone here, whoever I'm speaking to, that's something you're gonna work through. Is like learning to validate yourself and learning to how to like self-soothing. That's what's coming through. So through like the difficult times or difficult situations. And then with the stingray, like this is an emotional time where this is bringing this choice or this path that you're at, or this position where you're at in your life. You're kind of being torn. Oh, I said porn. No. Dude, you're being pulled and torn. Oh my God. Embarrassing. You're being pulled between two different paths. Yeah. And it's a lot. And you may not be able to speak or think clearly because we're about to be in Mercury retrograde. So, you know, my words, my thoughts, they come all out in a scrambled way. Like that happened. Okay, let's pretend that did not happen. All right. So yeah, you got some pretty important choices, or they may not even be that big though. To the mouse, everything's a big deal. To the mouse, everything is a freaking mountain. So you may have a decision coming up, but it might not be as severe, as large, or as big, or as life-changing as you think it is. Like, this is, yeah. Because to be honest, everything appears large. Alright, so anyways, let's just get into this, shall we, Saggy? Spent like 10 minutes on these animal cards. Let's get into this and see what's going down for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Eyes, and Venus for the last little bit of August. What can my Saggies expect? Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Sagittarius? What do my Saggies need to know? Ace of Wands. Here's this new start. Here's you feeling inspired. There's a new beginning, or there's a new idea. A match has been lit. All right. Let's see how this is unfolding. The Three of Wands. Okay, so you see in progress some sort of pretty quick growth. Making some moves. I see you have some expectations. Oh, and the expectation is what got you hurt, huh? Three of Swords. We got 2 3s out here. Just saying, you might be seeing a bunch of 3s. Right now, it's 4:33 p.m., so it kind of goes along with the 3s. What's going on for Saggy? The Star. You got a heavy heart, but you have faith and you have hope that it's all somehow, some way, some shape, it will work out for you in the end. You're not at the end yet. You're in the beginning stages. So that's why you have such faith, because you're like, I'm nowhere near the end of this journey. We just getting started. So Wheel of Fortune with the Hierophant, 4 of Swords, and also the King of Wands. And then the Ace of Swords. Okay, so Sag, you know how I was saying you're probably gonna need some time to just kind of like lay low, decompress, kind of withdraw or withhold your energy, reserve yourself. I see you coming into some sort of great idea or plan around that time. Okay, I'm seeing that is where you can expect some sort of change or shift in your reality. So just to start back up with that Ace of Wands, maybe we'll clarify. We'll see where we're at with time, but you have some sort of new path or some sort of new initiation. You're starting something new here. I actually do want to start oh my god, I grabbed the Mermaid deck. We have the Ace of Wands at the bottom, double confirmation. That's a sign I should use this deck to clarify. So you're initiating something, right? Maybe you're using this as like a form of like an outlet. Maybe it's a bit of a distraction, or it's a focus, redirecting your focus away from some sort of painful experience. I see you healing from that. But can you give me a little bit of insight of this Ace of Wands for Saggy? And you know, there's like these certain goals or certain expectations that you wish to reach, that you're shooting far and high for. Can you tell me about this Ace of Wands for Saggy? Where did it go? What about this Ace of Wands? What is this new start? Okay, Ace of Pentacles. This could potentially bring you money. This might be some sort of investment. This might be something that's like a physical project that you could be working on. You have a lot on your plate. 7 of Cups is at the bottom, so you have a lot of options at this moment, or a lot of different paths to pursue or that are available to you at any time you want. Emperor, yeah, I'm seeing that this could be relating to your career, your money. Oh my god, and then the 3 of Swords just flipped right out. So this is like, you're using your pain, you're using your hurt, you're using like some sort of disappointment as like fuel. You're using that as fuel. With the Emperor to the 3 of Swords, you're not really expressing your pain. If you are, it's through like physical labor, or like through like the work that you're doing. It's not so much emotionally expressing it. It's more of like just finding an outlet and like putting your energy towards the things going on in your physical world. That's kind of like a good way for you to kind of stay distracted and detached from these intense ass feels. 3 of Swords, we have the Lovers underneath at the bottom, so it's indicating that this could be connected towards somebody else, or it could be a Gemini. 6 of Wands and the Hierophant reverse and the 9 of Pentacles. So like I see that maybe for some there could have been like a separation or a split. Hierophant reverse, that can definitely talk about ends of contracts or splits or divorces or endings of some sort of commitment, right? This can definitely talk about the path that you didn't expect to take, or the direction that you didn't foresee yourself taking, right? Anyways, so you're single, freshly single. To the outside world, you're showing up very confident, grounded. You don't give a crap. You're not in any pain. That's how the outside world is seeing you, that you're unbothered and that you're getting shit done, you're focused, and maybe you have a bit of a hard shell. It could be a bit of a facade, or, it could be a way that you choose to show yourself. Like, you're not that you're lying or masking or trying to pretend to be something you're not. You're just only selecting certain qualities or certain ways you want to be perceived. Like, you're choosing and you're controlling on how others perceive you at this time, right? You're only sharing or showing a certain side of you, not all of you, not all of this vulnerable parts and feels and emotions, I'm saying. So, okay, that gives us a little bit of clarity about what this new path is. It could be a new job for some of you, or it's a new passion, a goal, some sort of project. I think I probably already said project like 5 times, but it's like is something that, you're very gifted in, you're very skilled at. This is something that you are like expert at, or you're very, very close to being an expert. Like, you could be, you may as well teach whatever it is that you do, because you know the ins and outs. Like, you're very skilled in this field. Although at moments you might have doubts about it, or you might be like, oh, well, there's better out there, comparing yourself, but like, you're pretty freaking skilled at what you do. And so that's like a positive way for you to kind of like shift your focus and focus towards the future plans, future goals. Obviously we have that 3 of Swords out here. It's indicating that there's some sort of painful experience that you are working through, trying to heal. And ultimately, with the star that came out next to that, you have faith that somehow, some way, you're going to be all right through all this. This is teaching you a lot about yourself. This is teaching you a lot about who you are on an authentic level. There's like a lot of like this vulnerability and stripping back to the core and just like really finding yourself. And the star is about you even getting recognition and lots of success, right? This path that you've begun, this journey that you're on, or what you've recently embarked on, or this passion that you're pursuing, or this job, or this career, or whatever, I see it leading to a lot of success. It's not going to make the pain go away, but it is a good, way to put your focus. It's obviously you're still hurt, there's still heaviness on your mind, on your heart, but besides that, you're focusing on other things that bring you joy and fulfillment. So, Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, there's some sort of change when it comes to a commitment of yours. Something that you're committing to, or a new commitment, or a new path that you have initiated, right? Going back to that Ace of Wands, it is you taking this to a higher level. This is you taking things more seriously. And so as you are in that withdrawn, hermity mode, 4 of Swords, what were the cards? The oyster, the lamb, and the golden egg. Those all 3 talk about kind of healing, pulling back, resting, sleeping, recharging. This is about you really focusing on what are your dreams. What are your dreams? This is also bringing attention to your actual dreams, right? The dreams that you're having. Maybe there's intense symbolism or messages in there that you should pay attention or watch out. You might be getting signs or messages from your higher self, your future self coming through to show you the way, or to give you little hints or messages of redirection, that kind of stuff. But I see you really just gaining peace and feeling grounded, feeling pretty calm, pretty relaxed, much better than the mouse, the mouse, bruh. Anyways, right, you're kind of getting your control under circumstances and where you're going, what you're doing. You have a clear understanding of the path and the direction you're going down. King of Wands, the Ace of Swords. So there's this certainty, but like there's also like you're going at it in a more of like a fun, free-spirited way. This is almost like King of Swords, but like if he had a few drinks. He just like took the edge off. He's not so uptight and not so like stern and serious and not fun and strict. This is like King of Swords if he had like a drink or two, or maybe he had like a little joint. He kind of just like, softened the edges a little bit. That's how I would read this. It's like, you mean business and you're gonna make shit happen and you're gonna get things going. You're gonna get this ball rolling, but more like less of like a structured way to it. You're feeling more fluid, more free flowing, and less judgy or serious or uptight or like, oh my god, if I don't get to this goal by the end of the week, I fucking suck and I'm gonna quit. Like, you know, that's extreme. You're going at it with more of like an open mind. You're like, yeah, you know what? I have faith. I believe myself. I trust myself. This is gonna work. And I am patient and I'm going to make this happen, and I will clear out whatever I may need to release or cut through or clear out to get me closer to this goal. Or, you know, that's kind of the vibe I'm seeing. Yeah, so I mean, I don't really think we should clarify anything. We don't really need to. I'll do like a deeper dive in your September reading. This is just like the last little chunk of August, so I just figured we'll just keep it kind of at this length. I'll get you some advice or give you some final thoughts, final messages, and then I will let you go. Alright, Saggy. Any final thoughts, final messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus over the next week and a half or so? What can my Saggies expect? Okay, we got a little stack that came out. We have Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity, along with share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution and expression. So, okay, wow, oh my god, that card just flew right out of my hands. Hold on. Some of you have this mission. I don't know who this is for, but if this is for you, you will know it. You probably already know it. You probably know this is for me. Yes, me. Comment down below if this is you. I would love to hear. But this is someone who needs to come out and express yourself and share your voice. Put yourself out there. You know, you're very gifted, very talented, very skilled and wise at what you do. And I think some of you, whoever I'm speaking to, you have this crossroad that you're at, whether or not to put yourself out there or like launch some sort of business or some sort of, you know, blog or a freaking YouTube channel or something to do with social media. Or it could even be like anything else. It could be unrelated to fucking the online world. It could be in the physical world, like, you know. But with this day and age, you gotta throw that out there, because anybody has the tools at their fingertips. But this is someone here who is leaning towards building some sort of platform or some sort of, this is about you needing to speak up or like produce something or publish something or write something. Like, you're needing to put yourself out there. You're needing to share your voice, your vision, your experiences, your health, you're not your health, but your help. Maybe some of you are like health experts, or like you are making changes to your health and diet, or like you're, you know, maybe putting your story out there may help others in some sort of way. I don't know, man, but Spirit really wants you to share your voice, and that could be a little scary, right? Raccoon, the mouse are like, oh, but it's not perfect, or it needs to be perfect. It's like, no, just be raw, be your authentic self. That's how you're gonna find the right people. And that's how you're going to succeed, is by staying true to you and not being just a copy paste a freaking robot. Like, hello, we got freaking AI technology out here trying to replace us humans. It's like, you know, if anyone wanted just some carbon copy, well, there's many out there. You stay true to your authentic self, and that's how you're going to soar and succeed, okay? Pillar of light, your vibration is rising and you are the oracle. This is just really confirmation, like you're on the right track, you're on the right path, you are making high power moves, and this is a big sign that success is coming. You earned it though. It wasn't just magic that happened. Like, yeah, I mean, there's some magic behind it, but like you put a lot of effort, a lot of dedication towards this, and it's about damn time you be rewarded for it. So yeah, literally bottom of the deck, how are you being called to step up and lead? I'm speaking to someone who needs to step up and take the front center stage, bro. I don't know what else to say. Take the freaking lead, take the center stage. All lights on you, baby. Turn on the lights. It's like that song, Rihanna and Kanye, turn on the lights. That's a banger. That's a oldie but a goodie. All right. Anyway, Saggy, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I hope that, you know, this next little bit of August treats you well. I will talk to you in your September readings. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and you can always book a private reading with me if you need more help and guidance. I got you. All right, Saggy, take care.